Technical issues. Sorry about that. I hope this is working this time. I think what happened is that my phone was connecting to wireless Apple CarPlay, a feature, as you know, I love, but in this scenario, not desired, because it would then make that my audio would only be going through the car and not the phone. We'll double check to make sure that's not a problem here. And in the meanwhile, we could take a peek inside the new 2022 BMW M5 CS. Now, do we have audio here? Could somebody confirm with me that you can actually hear anything I'm saying? I tried to disable Bluetooth and hopefully that worked, and therefore, oh good, audio is good. Well, thank you, there. Somebody responded, wonderful. Well, with that being known, just watched a review from the Throttle House. Huh, nice. Well, let's take a look at this thing then, shall we? The 2022 BMW M5 CS, a one-year model run of a very limited production car. The CS, competitive sport model. And it has a number of upgrades or downgrades, depending upon how you want to look at it. It weighs less, and because of that, there are some features here, or not here, that you would get in a typical M5. And the weight has been reduced to a little over 2 tons. And so this takes a really fast car and makes it just ridiculously fast. As a matter of fact, BMW says that this is the quickest, most powerful car that they have ever produced. So that's saying something. And you just gotta love the racing inspired yellow running lights here, huh? Looks very cool. I would definitely get rid of that Jersey plate if I could. You've got gold bronze accents and lots of carbon reinforced plastic bits, including the roof. And inside, I became familiar with these racing seats when I had the M3 competition. And if you haven't seen that video, I would highly encourage you to go back in and check that out. That was a really fun car, and we did some drifting in that with the drift analyzer. And as you can see, look at this, the Nürburgring kind of embroidered into these headrests, both in the front and rear seats. And the rear seats here are bucket seats. These are 2 individual rear seats, another unique feature to this particular high performance model. And you can see all of that really cool carbon fiber. So it's a neat car. It's really cool. I'm getting ready to head out and shoot some of it today and tomorrow. Lance will be joining me tomorrow so we can get those performance shots that everyone wants to see. Yeah, you've got some CS details here. You've got a center console that does not open. That kind of freaked me out there at first. I was trying to figure out, how do I get in? Then it hit me. I'm like, oh, I bet you they sealed that to save weight. And indeed they did. So I'm glad I didn't rip it apart anymore. This car as it sits is about $144,000. But because it's a limited production model, I would imagine you would have trouble finding it at that price. I imagine there's some dealer markup stuff happening here. I don't know that for a fact, but this car has a gas guzzler tax attached to it. And it gets about 17 miles per gallon from the twin turbo 4.4 liter V8, which has horsepower raised by 10 and a wider torque band, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, top speed of 190 miles per hour. And as you can see, there's a feature here where as you approach the car with the key fob, it automatically unlocks, and then as you walk away, it locks. You've got these gold bronze accent wheels. And look at this. Take a look at these tires, by the way. These are the optional, no cost extra Pirelli P0 Corsa tires. These are These are legitimate race tires. I'm sorry I'm not seeing a lot of your comments on here. I will try to go back in and get those after I'm done. I see them pop up on my screen for like a second. It sounds awesome. Maybe we can start it up. Let's get in and take a look, shall we? So here we are inside. Gonna fire her up. And there's the active exhaust button right here. And right now it is defaulting to loud. If you want, you can reduce the sound a little bit. And then you've got setup and mode buttons here. These are the M modes, so if you press this here, you'll be taken up to one of 3 settings. Or you can go into setup, and these are all things that are familiar to you BMW M drivers. And you can tailor these settings as you wish, including the 4-wheel drive system, which can be reduced to 2-wheel drive once you kill DSC. And then over here, you can do different displays depending upon your driving style. And I'm sorry for this awful reflection you're getting. There's also a head-up display that configures depending upon the drive mode you're in. And then, of course, you've got these little M1 and M2 steering wheel buttons that you can configure, pre-configure, so that on a whim you can just press one of these and set up the car however you would like in an instant, which is really, really pretty cool. You've got these awesome carbon fiber paddles back here, as you can see. And yeah. So the rest of it is pretty familiar stuff. You've got this Alcantara steering wheel with a little red line here so you know where the top is. It's got some red behind the stitching there. Kind of neat. Yeah, so I'll step out here. Ugh, this is the hardest part about this car. Oh my gosh, getting out is not easy. Why is it not easy? Because these carbon fiber racing seats have really high sides on them, and getting in and out is a real pain in the butt. These light up at night, by the way. And then down here you have settings for the adjustable side bolster, so you can really snug yourself in. So back here, you can just kind of hear this at idle. Not very menacing, but once you get it out onto the open road and let that exhaust valve open, it gets pretty darn loud. So, any questions about the 2022 BMW M5 CS? Honored to have it here for the week. It came in on Tuesday, and like I said, I'll be shooting some of this today and more tomorrow. And also arriving later today is an Audi Q5. So I have a couple of cars here. But there she is. It's a good looking car. How do I feel about the styling? I like the styling. I think it looks really cool. It stands out. I like the gold bronze accents, and I like these yellow daytime running lights. It looks like there's a track car coming up behind you. It's also lower too. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the body has been lowered. It has the adaptive dampers. You've got just about everything here, but they cut out some of the superfluous stuff, some of the luxury stuff, to save weight. But you've really got to be hardcore. You know, I don't know. We started with the M3. The question was, why haven't I driven the M340i yet? And it's because when I ordered my 3 Series car, it came as an M3 competition. I'm not really sure why that was, but it did. So that's the first one I had. And I love that video, and I was really surprised when I posted that. Usually I can kind of feel it out and understand which videos will do really well and which ones won't. That one's performance has really disappointed me. I think it's like less than 10,000 views. We did it a couple of months ago, and it's, you know, I don't like to gloss myself, but I thought that was a pretty awesome video we did. We showed off everything in that car. Drifting and all kinds of neat stuff. We got some really great shots, so I would encourage you to check that one out. And I'm sure eventually we'll do the downsized or lesser models of that car as time goes on. But yeah, I hope I'm not boring you to death here. You've seen the front end quite a bit, and I should probably get going so that I can get some work done before the sun comes out. These lighting conditions are actually perfect for shooting today. So it's the first day of school here in the Albany area. Yeah, those yellow lights, absolutely. Like I said before, it's just too bad that in Jersey you've got to have that front plate on it. I would try to get rid of that thing ASAP. And it is crazy fast and just incredibly dialed in. The 2 days I've driven it so far, I mean, it is palpable from the moment you get into the driver's seat. It is just so precise and dialed in. And I apologize, we have the garbage truck coming down the street. Not my garbage company. So yeah, there we are. Well, that was 11 minutes you'll never get back. But thanks for joining me, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Lots of cool videos coming up, including, like I said, there's an Audi coming in. Another one? And then, of course, I'm going to eventually do a video on my Kona EV. You got it, Ben. Yeah, I've had this since April. Boy, won't it be nice when garbage trucks are electric? Anyway, yeah, this is my Kona EV. Woke up this morning to 296 miles of range during these incredibly efficient weather conditions for the battery. Love this little thing. And Maddie's driving it now with her learner's permit. So all good with the Kona. Good stuff. Okay, guys. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye.